Hey guys, Rhett here at my clients Renard and Evans property. This is going to be their first Section 8 rental. They have this property under contract. It's a 3-bedroom. They have it under contract for $85,000. It's going to need $12,000 in work. Going to rent for between $1,100 and $1,200 a month. 100% Section 8. It's going to be such a great first property, guys, because what it needs in regards to work is not very complex. It needs Section 8 items, all the Section 8 items that we always go through: the plumbing, the electrical, the woodwork, the safety, the hazardous things that are in homes that need to be removed. The functionality of the home is going to need to be up to Section 8 standards. So we always go through that and make sure that that's taken care of in the phase of our rehabs. But the big ticket item on this house is going to be the fact that the HVAC unit has been completely ripped off the side of the house and is gone. The ductwork is destroyed, the HVAC unit is gone, the cage is destroyed. So what we need to do is we need to put a new HVAC system out there. Got to put a new cage in, and it needs all new ductwork. So that is going to be a large bulk of what the cost is going to look like on this house. But come on in. I want to show you guys everything that's inside here. As we're going through this, I want you to keep in mind, do you want something like this? Because it's possible. A lot of people say to me all the time, Rhett, you can't buy houses for under 100,000. Rhett, you can't invest out of state, you can't do it. I have people doing it every single day, guys. Please, if you want something like this and you want to change your life and you want to start adding income to your life every single month, send me an email below and we'll get you started. So come on in, okay? So guys, whoever had this house did a really nice job with it. You walk in and you walk into a nice big living room. All the hardwood floors in here have recently been polyed over, but you know, it's an old hardwood floor. And guys, one thing I want to talk about is a lot of times I hear people say, refinish the hardwood. Let's refinish the hardwood because it's going to look nice. Yes, but it's not invincible. And when you have tenants, turnover hurts hardwood floor too. And if you look, the last tenant trashed this hardwood. You know, this is beat up pretty good. So we got to keep that in mind as we are thinking about what kind of modifications we do to homes to get them ready for Section 8 and what kind of things we're putting in homes to cut down on maintenance over time, because nothing is invincible, okay? These hardwoods, in order to do this right, they would have needed to be sanded down, sand past that, and then you can refinish them. They weren't, they were just polyed, which is still fine. They look really good and they're still structurally in good shape. Sometimes we see these homes, the actual hardwood is actually, it's not structurally sound. You can take your thumb and actually put it through the hardwood. So you have to keep that in mind. Aspects of this house, and once we do the inside, we'll walk out and I'll show you the HVAC and what I see. But everything, when you're buying properties out of state, you don't know what to look for when you're looking at pictures, and you don't see the whole house when you're looking at pictures. So you need a team on the ground. You need people to go to these properties. My contractor and I, we walk through these houses all first before we shoot these videos. If you don't have people on the ground, guys, you're going to lose money. If you don't have teams, you're going to lose money, I promise, okay? So let's walk through this house. We have a really nice living room here. Right off of the living room, we have our first 2 bedrooms, bedroom to our left and a bedroom to our right, and a full bathroom, okay? So coming in here, we have a really nice bedroom. We got our closet. Just really, really nice. Everything, guys, in here has been finished for the most part. There's a lot of broken wood and damaged wood issues that we're gonna have to change out, busted doors, and that sort of thing. But otherwise, it looks really good. One thing I just don't understand, why if you're doing all this work, new toilet, new tub, new vanity, new light fixtures, old mirror, and busted outdoor frame. I just don't get it. Like, if you're gonna spend all that money, guys, why not just fix the little stuff? So bedroom number 2, Same thing in here, guys, really nice. We have our window in the back. We have our closet right here. So guys, all aluminum windows, okay? Never really have too many issues with aluminum windows. They stay up, that's good. You can see remnants of where the HVAC used to be, and we'll go through that in a minute when we go outside more in depth. So that's all good stuff. You know, we're crazy about checking windows because those are a huge, huge failure point, okay? Coming through here, we have our master. This is bedroom number 3. This is a really, really nice room. We have double windows in the back looking outside. You have privacy in your backyard. Driveway off to the right. We have a half bathroom off of the bedroom, which is super, super nice. Okay, very convenient, very nice to have. Have a big closet in here as well. Nice big size closet. Who doesn't like that, right? Big selling point too if we're selling, if we're gonna rent this thing out to families. Okay, everything's close, you're connected. It's a really nice setup. Coming back through the living room, we have a very, very large dining room. Now, if the kitchen was bigger, which we're going to go into in a minute, what I would probably do is put a door here, a wall right here, with a door in the middle, and turn this into a 4th bedroom. But because the kitchen is too small, we can't put a kitchen table in there. Because of that, we don't want to take away from the value of the house, the quality of the house, by eliminating this piece of room here, which is going to be a nice big dining area, big kitchen table, big dining room for the kitchen. What a lot of people do, and I talk about this, guys, all the time in videos, is a lot of slumlords, they try to pack in as many bedrooms as they can, and what happens is we do that at the expense of the house. So whoever moves in here, the functionality of the house isn't great. Yeah, it's got 4 or 5 bedrooms, but there's nowhere to hang out. There's nowhere to eat a meal together. So we never want to sacrifice functionality and comfort for an extra $150, $200 a month, okay? We have to always think about that. Now, with that being said, we're not going to build a wall here. Now we have an awesome room where the family that moves in here can host Thanksgiving, can host Christmas, and then we move into our kitchen. So, kitchen in here, older cabinets, but brand new countertops, really nice. New sink, okay? One thing that we'll have to do, everything over here is new actually though, but one thing we'll have to do for sectioning, we're gonna have to make sure that all these close, okay? Which that doesn't really, they're stuck because of paint. This, for example, that's a failure. This, that's not closing. That's a failure. These right here, that's a failure, okay? There's no GFI here. That is a problem. So this is gonna have to be a GFI outlet because of its proximity to water. Not only that, it's ungrounded, which is another big problem. So these outlets are gonna have to be changed out because that will not pass the Section 8 inspection, okay? It will not pass. Now, we have our washer dryer hookups over here. So our washer will go right here. Our dryer will go here. This, guys, is a dryer vent. So you attach this to the back of your dryer. That's where all your lint goes during the cycle. And then right here, guys, we have a little breakfast nook. Now, is this big enough to sacrifice that dining room by turning it into a bedroom? I don't think that it is. And one thing I talked about, my contractors in here were discussing, is the conversations that we have. So Renard and Evan are trusting the contractor to walk through here, right? And think and understand, okay, where should we put money into this house? And is that a valuable use of our cash? Is that a valuable use of the rehab? And what we're thinking about, and these are the conversations that we have for all of our clients, but if we're doing laundry, right, and we're talking about having a unit stick out about 30 inches, and we're doing laundry right here, and someone's eating dinner right here, it's just too tight. It doesn't make sense. So if someone wants to put a little coffee table in here, or a little, area to do homework or something, or some bar stools right here to do work, great. But we're not going to sacrifice that dining area by turning it into a bedroom. So off the back of the house, guys, we have a little mudroom. We have our electrical panel, okay? We have our water heater. Everything's fairly new and in good shape. I don't see any major issues in any other aspect or any part of this house. It has a newer roof on it, so it's in really, really good shape. Now, actually, I want to show you guys what we've run into in some of these situations with HVAC units, okay? So, one of the hardest things to do is protect an asset when it's vacant. And that's one of the reasons, guys, we get these things off the market extremely quickly. So this was our unit, okay? What happens is we have our cage, goes over the top, right? This is our electrical for the unit right here, okay? And this covers the unit and keeps it protected. Now, if you come over here, you see this was actually locked. There's a deadbolt that's still attached, okay? So our keypad lock, or our lock right there, is still intact. What happens is somebody comes over here with a sawzall with a metal blade, cuts it off right here. Now it's cemented into the ground. Okay? Cemented into the ground. I'm kicking it with steel toe boots. Metal saw, cut it, come over here. This is where they cut it. So guys, very, very common. This is what happens. See, we're still connected, not helping us. Look at that. Cut right off, okay? And then they just literally take this, they peel it right back, they come over here, they take that same saw or even a box cutter, they chop all the ductwork in here, take it, load it up into the truck, we'll smell ya. They resell it, they strip it for parts, they sell the copper off and they get rid of it, okay? So that's why you have to see these in person, number one. That's why number two, you gotta put good cages on them like we do. We put concrete, we cement them into the ground for parts, but more importantly, we don't have these units vacant for very long. We get people in them quick because once people are in them, no one's out here for a certain amount of time cutting through all of the posts. This was not great because it only had 2 inserts. They cut it over there too, same thing, okay? We gotta make sure we do this right. You gotta be locked in. You gotta make sure that these are in good. You have to make sure that your units are not sitting vacant very long, and that's what we do. It's a combination of all that stuff, guys, to make sure that it's done right, to protect your money. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna lose money. You need a team, you need people that know what they're doing on the ground. Okay, guys? People that have done this before, and this has happened before, okay? So guys, if you wanna get started, my email's below, shoot me an email, we'll get you going, and we'll see you next time.